If it's true that Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ian Knows honestly really are considering Gary Southgate as a replacement for Erik Ten Hag, I am worried. As a Manchester United fan, I am seriously very worried. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Football with Priscilla. I am Priscilla obviously. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And ladies and gentlemen, today I just want us to talk about a running joke that is no longer funny. And yes, I am talking about the Gareth Southgate to Manchester United as a manager stories. In the beginning, it was all fun and games, and now it might seem serious. Now, I was looking for one single person who's in favor of Manchester United hiring Gareth Southgate. And to my surprise, ladies and gentlemen, I did find one, which was very interesting. And the points he gave as to why Gareth Southgate is a good manager for Manchester United is quite interesting. So I want us to talk about it. But before we get into the video for today, make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe, and do turn your notifications on, ladies and gentlemen, to know when next I post a video. Now, I've been on Twitter, okay? I've been on YouTube, I've been watching fan channels, and I just wanted to see what people are saying with regards to this whole Manchester United wanting Gareth Southgate as their manager, right? And the majority of the people are saying the same thing. I honestly believe 99% of the Manchester United fan base is saying, hell no. We do not want Gareth Southgate. If that's what's going to happen, we're fine with Erik Ten Hag. Do you know what it means to have the Erik Ten Hag outers, the Erik Ten Hag in, and the ones that are in between saying, you know what, we're fine with Erik Ten Hag. Keep Gareth Southgate. Do you know what that means? The whole fan base, I think bar very few, you can even count them, would say they would want Gareth Southgate as a Manchester United manager. Now I was like, oh my gosh, everyone is saying what everyone agrees with, which is Gareth Southgate should not even be in the conversation of a Manchester United manager. Well, lo and behold, I stumble upon TalkSport. So I'm there on TalkSport trying to hear what Simon Jordan and these others are saying about Gareth Southgate to Manchester United. And I found an interesting character there, right? Danny Murphy, okay? So, I don't know if I'm allowed to play the clip. I don't know if I'll be copyrighted. I don't know. So I might play it, I might not, but we'll see, okay? So Danny Murphy, ladies and gentlemen, had interesting words to say about Gareth Southgate. And here's a short clip of what he had to say.
I did a piece saying that I thought Gareth would be a better bet than Ten Hag. And I kind of still think they'd probably be in a better place if they'd made that decision, to be honest. What he means is the England job in itself is huge pressure and probably comparable to being in the hot seat at Man U. There's not many jobs that are comparable to being in the hot seat at Man U. And if you were sitting here objectively, you'd say that the England job is huge scrutiny and huge pressure. It's talked about continuously. Being in charge of Ajax isn't the same if you're looking at the Ten Hag comparison.
Okay, so this is a clip where one of the one of the people that were talking about this whole, one of the panelists, right, on the TalkSport show, were asking Danny Murphy, like, why do you think Gareth Southgate is a good manager for Manchester United? And he listed out things such as the fact that he's an England manager and the way he's held himself as an England manager. Clearly, being an England manager is a bigger job than Manchester United. First of all, I'm sorry. I don't agree. Personally, I don't agree with the notion that being an England manager is bigger than being a Manchester United fan. Now, this is where I'm coming from with regards to this statement. How many people support England? How many? For most of us, yes, we support England because most of our players like Marcus Rashford, like Kobe Mainoo, they play for England, but we don't really like support England, right? On a given day, everyone in the World Cup is supporting their national team, okay? There's that. Secondly, how many people support Manchester United? The whole world. You have Manchester United fans in South America, North America. You have Manchester United fans in Europe. You have Manchester United fans in Africa. Hello, right? We are Manchester United fans all the way in Africa. Southern Africa, Zambia has Manchester United fans, a ton of Manchester United fans. So imagine the globe, okay? The whole world. I'm sure there are a lot of people in the world that support Manchester United and the few people in the whole world that support England. Let's weigh these two. Whose job do you think is worse? Right? When England lose, it's like England as a country, they'll start talking about Gareth Southgate, how much they don't like him, etc. Why did we lose? The criticism will come from the English people, right? Yes. For Erik Ten Hag, when he loses, when he misses out on tactics, when the job is not going well for him, he's got people like me in Africa making a commentary, people in Australia, people in North America, people in South America, people in Europe, people in Asia making commentaries about Erik Ten Hag. He is nitpicked for his tactics by the whole entire world. So I don't know, you guys. You guys let me know, which job do you think is bigger than the other? Being an England manager, which I am not in any way, shape or form saying is less of a job. It's a very important job and I believe it's a big job. I mean, that is England, right? And then there's Manchester United, which for how long have all of us been supporting Manchester United? Manchester United is like a part of us, like it's part of our lives, right? So which one do you guys think is a bigger job? Manchester United manager or England manager? You guys decide, okay? The other point that Danny Murphy made is that, oh my gosh, for a long period of time, right, the atmosphere in the English team wasn't so good, and we've heard these stories of how Steven Gerrard, the Frank Lampards at the time, John Terry's, like those the whole cliques and everything, and it wasn't really clicking for England. And now, like, it's more of a friendly vibe, you know, like everyone is happy, you know, they're just like good energy. And he said that is the reason Gareth Southgate has such good man management. He has made the atmosphere better. The players are happy. The team is much more united. Danny Murphy, I agree with you. I agree with that statement. But you know who that reminds us of? We as Manchester United already had that, okay? We had that in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. What happened to us? What happened to Manchester United when we had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Did we make any strides forward? No. It was one step forward and 10 steps backwards. So I don't know, right? When good vibes, good energy, friendliness won trophies. I honestly don't know and I don't remember. But yeah, I will say this. Gareth Southgate seems to have brought a good vibe and a good energy to England. But what has that won for England? Have they gotten the trophy for the best team with the good energy? I mean, I don't know. Maybe they have. But anyway. And the other point that he made, which was very interesting for me, is that Gareth Southgate is so good with the media. He's so well articulated. The way he speaks to the press, with the pressure that he has. The dude literally speaks to the press. I don't know if it's 4 times in a year. Right? He manages England. How many times do we have international friendlies? What? Don't they play like 8 games in a year? 8, 10? I'm not sure. But you can't compare the media scrutiny that a guy who comes to the media every, 8 matches in a year to a guy who constantly has to face the media from August until May. Can you honestly compare the two? Every single Saturday and Sunday. In fact, there's no day off. The media will write about Erik Ten Hag Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Even when there's an international friendly like this, who are we talking about? Gareth Southgate. Whose job are we talking about? Erik Ten Hag. He is constantly faced with media scrutiny. When he doesn't smile, oh no, he's not happy. When he's smiling, oh, he's got a click. Whatever Erik Ten Hag does is picked out by the media. And you're saying, oh no, Gareth Southgate is actually good with the media. The dude literally talks to the media 12 times in a year? How many times is Gareth Southgate literally put under scrutiny? After these 2 weeks, everyone's gonna forget about international friendlies. Everyone's gonna forget about their national teams. We're all coming back to, oh my gosh, what's happening to the title race? Oh my gosh, what number is Manchester United going to finish? Are we going to win the FA Cup? No one will think about the National League. No one is going to even think about the results that England had, which, by the way, they lost to Brazil. And I've been hearing, since I didn't watch the game, right? I'm not about to start watching that game. I'm hearing England were not even playing amazing football. They were very pragmatic, as always. So This thing of, oh no, he knows how to handle the press. First of all, of course he knows how to handle the press. He's British. Like, Erik Ten Hag is not from England. I mean, like, oh my gosh, honestly. So these are some of the points that Danny Murphy made. Another point he made, he further went to say, at this stage, Manchester United need a manager that's going to stabilize the team, that's going to make the team go forward. And I remember at one point he said he would have preferred Manchester United get Gareth Southgate at the time they were getting Erik Ten Hag. So according to Danny Murphy, right, when Manchester United were under that chaos after Ole Gunnar Solskjaer left, right, and then we had Ralph, right, Danny Murphy thinks Southgate would have changed everything. He would have stabilized the ship. Gareth Southgate. Now, like, I don't want to be biased, okay? I just want to know from the England fans, right? From the England people. What has Gareth Southgate won? He's not won a Euro Cup. He's not won the World Cup. Heck, he's not even won the Nations League. What has Gareth Southgate done? He's brought England, yes, into the they were runners up in the Euros when they played. Who did they play? Italy, right? They played France, and they at least they got further in the World Cup, and they played France. Kudos to him. But what has he won? Can someone tell me? Maybe I skipped an England game. I skipped a year in which England won something. But what has Gareth Southgate won? Like, I don't want to be mean or say anything, but what has he won? Like, seriously, what has Gareth Southgate won? And then, furthermore, the whole Talk Sports clip, the whole Talk Sports topic when they were discussing about Southgate, I honestly could not believe what Danny Murphy was saying. Like, it was just unbelievable that someone can honestly say all those things he said defending Gareth Southgate. I was like, well, there are people who legitimately think Gareth Southgate is a good manager. I was shocked. Danny Murphy made a statement to say, when it comes to tactics and when it comes to winning titles, yes, it's questionable. But based on the on the other points that I've raised, I think Gareth Southgate is more than capable of walking into the Manchester United dressing room as a Manchester United's manager. Mind you, the points he was talking about is that Gareth Southgate can talk to the press well, that Gareth Southgate has good man management, and that Gareth Southgate's job for England is huge than the job for Manchester United, and he's held the pressure of being an England manager better. Those are the 3 points. Ladies and gentlemen, amongst these 3 points that he made to say these are enough to make Gareth Southgate a Manchester United manager, which one of those 3 will help you win a trophy? Because I am made to believe when we're looking at a manager, we're looking at what he has achieved, his tactics, his style of play. What is he going to bring to the club? When have we ever sat and we're like, okay, guys, let's put all the managers down. Who do you think is the most friendly? This one, okay? Guys, who do you think has the best vibes? Oh my God, that one. And oh my gosh, guys, who do you think can handle pressure well? That one. Oh my God, we have the perfect manager. Good vibes, can handle the press, and can somehow handle pressure. That's the perfect manager for Manchester United. How you can say that you are going to pick a manager based on good vibes and the fact that he can talk to the press, and not based on the one core principle about football, which is tactics, is beyond me. Now, I am not a tactic guru, but whenever we as football fans are watching, we're not watching to be like, oh my gosh, look, Marcus Rashford is high-fiving Garnacho. Like, we love that. But the first thing we're looking at is, how is Rashford playing? What are the tactics? Is Rashford playing into the style of play of the manager? What is Garnacho doing? What are the tactics here? How is the manager building Garnacho? Now, let me ask you a question. which player has Gareth Southgate improved? The dude just literally picks already improved players. Has Gareth Southgate improved Foden? No. Has Gareth Southgate improved Rashford? No. Saka? No. Bellingham? No. Declan Rice? No. Harry Kane? No. Madison? No. Stones? No. Kyle Walker? No. So like, listen, I don't want it. I don't even want to be dramatic. I just don't understand that. I need someone to give me a good argument based on football itself, the core principles of football, which is tactics and style of play, and tell me why Gareth Southgate should be on the list of the next Manchester United manager. First of all, it is actually very disrespectful that there's this narrative, right? There's this narrative saying, oh no, Gareth Southgate is in. Why are we pushing this narrative, first of all? Like, yes, there's this rumor, right, that Ianos want Gareth Southgate. Erik Ten Hag was just from beating Liverpool. Why do we keep on having this conversation about the fact that Gareth Southgate might be the next Manchester United manager? I was watching Gareth Southgate press conference, and then one of the journalists was like, "How do you feel that you are about the news and rumors about you going to Manchester United?" And I liked how he answered it, right? He kind of deflated. He was like, "No, I don't want to talk about that because out of respect, there's already a Manchester United manager." Then she pushed further and she was like, "No, we want to know, like, how does it feel to be in conversation?" How? Like, it's honestly, guys, I think there's an agenda. There's an agenda and there's a narrative. They are pushing Gareth Southgate literally down Manchester United's throat. I am yet to hear any Manchester United fan coming out and saying, I want Gareth Southgate. We heard the Gareth Southgate rumor. We laughed it off and we left it. Why it is still a topic of conversation now, I don't understand. Honestly, for me, it does not make sense. Why do they keep on talking about it? The man has said no. We have not heard any story for Manchester United. Like, Fabrizio Romano hasn't even said anything. But the media are pushing this narrative. Oh my gosh. I honestly believe there is no story whatsoever. But they want to make a story. Because no one is talking about Gareth Southgate in the same vein as Manchester United. No one was talking about it. No one was considering it. But they keep on repeating it each and every single day. Almost as if forcing a narrative that does not exist. Why? Why are they doing this? Ask any of these pundits or ask any of these journalists who are for Gareth Southgate, who support Man City, who support Arsenal, who support Liverpool, who support Chelsea, who even support Tottenham Hotspur. Ask them if they would accept Gareth Southgate as their manager. I honestly would love to see any of these guys who are fans of these other teams say, listen, I think Gareth Southgate should replace Pep Guardiola if he leaves Man City. Honestly, I want to see that person. I'm ready, guys. I want to see the person who will say the best person to replace Pep Guardiola is Gareth Southgate. I'm waiting to hear from a Liverpool fan who will say, I honestly believe when Jurgen Klopp goes, Gareth Southgate should be the new Liverpool manager. Isn't it funny? Jurgen Klopp for Liverpool announced that he's leaving at the end of the season. Why isn't Liverpool the one linked with Gareth Southgate? Why is no one talking about Gareth Southgate replacing Liverpool? Yet no one has said anything about Erik Ten Hag leaving, and they are forcing Gareth Southgate down Manchester United's throat. No one else, there is literally no one in the world of football who is fighting for Gareth Southgate. I'm sure everyone else is shocked, like, huh? Why? It honestly doesn't make sense. Do you know how many fan channels I've been on and they're like rival fans calling in and saying, oh my gosh, I honestly hope Gareth Southgate becomes your manager. And this is not being used as a term of endearment. No, this is being used as a joke, telling you, guys, we know how horrible you will be when you have a manager like Gareth Southgate. So please get Gareth Southgate. Do you know how ridiculous it is when the rival fans are begging you to get a particular coach? Then you know that that coach is not for you. And this is what I was saying. And I was thinking about this earlier when I was having a conversation. I was saying, if it's true that's a Jim Ratcliffe and Ian honestly really are considering Gareth Southgate as a replacement for Erik Ten Hag, I am worried. As a Manchester United fan, I am seriously very worried. Because in what world would you put Gareth Southgate in the conversation for Manchester United manager? Which world? Honestly, I don't get it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I had for you guys today. I just wanted to talk about this Gareth Southgate to Manchester United links, which are absolutely ridiculous for me. I honestly think they don't make sense. I am yet to see a Manchester United fan tell me that this is what they want. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, do comment down in the comment section what do you guys think about Gareth Southgate to Manchester United as a Manchester United new manager. Do you think it's a good idea? Are you for Gareth Southgate, or you're like me who's wondering why are we even having this conversation? So that's all I had for you guys today. Thank you so much guys for watching. Make sure you share, like and subscribe. Make sure you share, like and subscribe, and do turn your notifications on, ladies and gentlemen, to know when next I post a video. Bye.